I went back to school and improved my typing skills. And that's when I went to Upper Marlboro.
Okay, so that's how you got to...
That's how I got to Upper Marlboro. And Uncle Sidney was the one knew about the job.
Mm-hmm.
He told me about it. And that's when I went to school day and night to improve I went day and night to Cortez Peters.
Oh, yeah.
This was
okay,
Cortez Peters School.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And improve my typing skills so that I could pass the tests, the Maryland tests, and get that job there. And I naturally worked with and his name was Taylor, James Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Taylor came in. See,
Oh.
definitely the commercial side. And once a year they used to have this is still the commercial side.
Mm-hmm.
They would have a farm fair and have prize products, and they would auction a lot of those prize products off. When I say prize products, okay, watermelons, for example, if you raise them right, they would look nice. Your corn, a lot of your produce on the market for sale, and that also allowed blacks to enter.
And that was the county fair, wasn't it?
County fair.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, the county fair.
It was a county fair because we got our first home economics teacher, not what you call it again, which was Hattie Holmes, and she worked in the same office that we worked in. That was the basement office at the courthouse. She worked with the women on canning. Like you say, they could put some of their prize product at the county fair.
Mm-hmm. But you remember Miss Brown doing those string beans, and they had to be.
Yeah.
We never worked that hard. We didn't.
I just throw them in the jar when you go can them and open for Sunday, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like she was saying, they had to look a certain way. First, when I retired, when I resigned to go to D.C. to George Washington University, when I resigned to do that.
Okay, so how long did you work with the future with the agriculture?
9 years.
9. Mm-hmm. Tell us about some of your experiences while you were at work. I know you hadn't forgotten them all.
No. No. I'm trying to think of this lady's name now. The first one that had me to go in the white bathroom. Because you know, the courthouse was prejudiced, and if there was a black bathroom for the ladies and for men, and of course they had the whites. And her name come to me so, because she just took me by the hand. You would know her too. And it's going to come to me.
Was she a black lady that
yes,
worked there?
She was a black lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was a black lady. And she was so proud to see a black woman working there in the courthouse. And she said, here, you go in this bathroom. And I did. When I came with, I met some whites. I met some whites coming in. She said, okay, just go on. And from then on, I've been in the white bathroom.
Mm-hmm. How did they receive you when you started your job there? I guess you were a novelty, huh?
Yeah, I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, one Sunday, it was Bishop Stitz. I had felt this feeling before, but I shared it with him, okay? I had a warm kind of feeling. And at that time, lay speaking was being introduced in conference, and I thought it was lay speaking. I thought that was my calling.
Mm-hmm.
And but the warm feeling kept continuing in my heart. And I realized it was a part of lay speaking, but it was more deep ministry than lay speaking. By that I meant if God wanted me to be His instrument to help people. Bishop Stitz preached at the church some years ago. He was our conference leader then. You know.
Mm.
I went to him and told him about this feeling that I had in my heart. And he told me to go tell the pastor. The pastor at that time was Reverend Giles.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go immediately to Reverend Giles. As I thought about it more, and I kept feeling the movement in my heart. So I finally went to Reverend Giles. And he said to me, if you think you're being called by God, I will introduce you to the right people in conference. And he did. I told him that I did not want to be pastor of a church. One of the reasons I didn't want to be a pastor of a church, I felt that I wouldn't have the freedom to be used by God as He wanted me to do. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So he said, try diaconal ministry. And he introduced me to Wesley Seminary. And the lady she's retired now, that he introduced me to was Darrow, D-A-R-R-O-W. She was the head of diaconal ministry at that time. And I felt very comfortable as we started working together. She was my mentor, along with Reverend Giles. So from then on, I just took the classes, and fortunately, I was in my 70s. I retired at the same age, but I stayed with the ministry because I knew it was God's calling.
Well, did the conference send you to Gibbons?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The conference sent me to Gibbons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I worked in Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church before. Conference didn't send me to Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist. I was trying to find a church then.
Oh, okay.
Now, Muse is the one, okay? He came, were you at my graduation? Because I read the scripture, and as we were marching down the aisle, Muse was standing at the end of the aisle, and he tapped me on the hand and said, "Come to Gibbons."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's Muse's words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't go to Gibbons right away. I went to Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church and worked for 4 years
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
there.
I knew it was something in there. Was
Yeah.
a break in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I never changed my membership,
Mm-hmm.
you see. When I went to Gibbons, which was all right then,
Mm-hmm.
the breakup hadn't come,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I was working as Muse my pastor by conference, not by use. You see,
How long did you stay there?
I stayed there until about 4 or 5 years.
That's about four.
I stayed at Gibbons a long time. I didn't leave until the breakup. When the breakup came, you remember we moved to Oxford Hill. He was talking about changing name. That's when I went back to Asbury. I was diagonal minister with Gibbons. I was diagonal minister with Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church. I retired as a diagonal minister. See, I had the masters. Many people going in now, they have to get their masters first.
Well,
But it's we know that we're not gonna save everybody, but if we just save one, and just keep plucking at it, that's about the best we can do, isn't it?
Well, I feel the same way you feel. I really do. Like you say, we can't save everybody. In fact, we can't save any. We can just lead them to Christ, and He does the saving. You know.
yeah.
But I think it's harder now to lead them, don't you think so?
That's it.
It's so many distractions.
That's
what
it.
go back to so many
That
distractions.
is it.
Even
There's
with the
so
little
much-
one, you start from this on up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Because when I felt the warmness in my heart,
And
that was
another,
a turning point. You see.
Did Johnson get in contact with you? Garfield's brother,
No.
Catherine's son.
No. Not.
You know, he wrote a book
Did he?
on Ethel Bailey. What in the building?
Yeah.
You all's cousin. You know
Yeah.
that was in Africa.
Right.
Yeah, he wrote a book.
He did.
You and Priscilla were tight, so she kept me up with what was going on.
Going on, right?
Well,
Yeah, well, that's nice. That's really nice. It's nice to keep up with what's going on.
yeah.
Yeah. And I appreciate the interview.